Hi Scorpio, welcome to my channel, The Guided Intuitive, and thank you so much for being here. So what we're going to do is I'm going to do a read, and this will start from September 1st through the 15th, 2019, okay? Now give or take a couple days, again, energies transcend, so this can move way beyond the 15th, or, just note that, okay? But I'm focusing on the 1st through the 15th right now, and we're going to see what insights want to come out for you. Now, this is going to be you and that other person, Scorpio. And the other person might be a significant other, a person of interest. It could be a friend or family member, even a spouse of some sort. So you're going to know how this resonates with you, all right? Now, this is a general read, so that goes without saying. If you would like a personal read, then go to theguidedintuitive.com. We'll get you hooked up over there. Okay, so it's right up here. All right. All right. So I do want to make note that I did add a brand new service that I am thrilled about. It is called Beyond the Read. Okay, and this takes it a step further if you need to eliminate or eradicate limiting beliefs. If you want to get rid of any sort of negative emotions that might be holding you back from, a particular relationship. Maybe it's a job. Maybe it's perhaps just a given situation. Okay. So see the link below my description box or see it up here, okay? And learn more about that because it's a great time. A lot of us forget to kind of clear our pathways up, especially as we're looking to kind of move forward with much more ease and not carry the burden of the layers and layers of a lot of times of, maybe carrying, negative emotions or limiting beliefs there. So it's a wonderful, wonderful way to really clean up your energy. So, all right, so that being said, let's continue this. This will be for all Scorpio, Sun, and Rising, as well as your Venus signs. So let's see what wants to come out first for you all here, okay? Now this is going to be your current situation at hand, okay? So let's take a look at that first. I'm going to use the Hero's Journey card because we're all on this beautiful journey here. I'll use some tarot cards and a few other things. So anyway, that'll really help. So let's go ahead and take a look at what wants to come out, okay? What is it? Here it is. Here's your first card. So here's the current situation at hand. Okay. Ooh, very, very nice. Okay. So this talks about, now this might have to do with a relationship, guys. Okay. This is about X marks the spot. Okay. So you might have your eye on someone. Okay. The universe has its eye on you in this kind of union here, okay? So this is quite interesting because what this talks to me about is that this is about seeing love in disguise. So sometimes people help us out, and sometimes people do it in a way that might not appear that way, okay? And it's kind of cloaked in disguise of some sort, okay? Some people might not even share the fact that that they love someone, and they keep it all under, maybe because of their current situation, whatever is at hand, okay? So this is coming through as perhaps there is a love in disguise. Do you love someone, Scorpio, but you're keeping it under wraps? Do you have feelings for someone, passion for someone, but yet you're keeping it under wraps? So it's either you or another person. But the divine sees this because guess what? There's a connection. There's a spiritual connection here, okay? And it's divinely guided. And even though that it might be hidden, it is there. Okay, it is there, and it is there quite strongly, okay? This is a 35 card, and the 35 reduces to an 8, and the 8s are the affinity symbol, and it's bringing things in balance, right? It's about that stream of energy, continuously moving, right? Continuously moving on a consistent basis with the universe. So it's a 35 card, yeah. So what this is telling me is that there is how I want to say this, if you're having any unpleasant dream, okay, the dreams sometimes show us, Scorpio, where we might be like not really balanced, kind of kind of like in a wobble of some sort, okay, and what it's letting you be aware of is not to let the ego get the best of you, okay, in this situation, okay? Whether it's love, whether it's work, whatever the situation is. This is saying is that it wants you to turn any sort of things that have been keeping you up at night, perhaps, and turn any sort of bad feelings, bad emotions, nightmares into something such as right-mares, okay? So making things right, it's like asking how your dreams can actually help you in this particular situation, okay? So that's what's happening here. So this is about imagining yourself becoming extremely powerful, you know, let's say within your dreams here. And doing this makes you wiser, stronger, more guided, more compassionate, and just gives you a better, clear perspective. And this is about greet the unpleasant aspects of life at the door, because you know that they're bearing gifts. So what you want to do is to treat that, it's kind of like any unpleasant aspects, to greet it with a smile. Greet it with a smile, greet it with love, greet it with a laugh, knowing that it's bearing some sort of gift for you, okay? So this is about shining the light on part of you that loves your exes, that loves you know, that loves past boyfriends, girlfriends, whatever that is, and because it makes you more magnetic to more love from the one that you're with, okay? Predominantly you, okay? So that's what seems to come about here, which is so interesting, okay? So, yeah. Sometimes different aspects of our unconsciousness happen to come up within our dreams, right? And so it allows us to reconnect with maybe something that we have perhaps left behind of some sort, okay? But it's going to help you on your current road, in your current journey, and in your relationship. So in your present relationship, okay? So it's interesting that that's what seems to want to come about here. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pull some cards. I want to see what wants to come out in terms of the tarot on this here. Yeah, this is about being emotionally fulfilled. This is like the happy family, happy life. Wow, you've got your mind on someone, I will say, Scorpio, that you want to have a happy life with, you want to grow with, you want to have a family with, right? You know it's divinely and spiritually guided. There's like so much more in this spiritual realm, and what you want to do is to bring it into the physical realm, okay? And that's what wants to come about, and it's about being emotionally fulfilled. It's leaving in the past any combative type of relationship that you've had in the past, okay? So that's what I see really coming through. The wands are the Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, as well as your Venus sign. And this is about, you know, changing. The fives are about changing this combative stuff and moving into what you want. So that's what's really coming out here. X marks the spot. You know what you want, and you've actually focused on your boundaries. Maybe what you're looking for is the Queen of Swords. This is a woman that cuts things out, that doesn't serve her, but she's also very, very compromising. So you've got the hand out, right? You've got the sword in the other, you know, wanting to use the hand, but at the same time not hesitant to use the sword if, you know, he or she must. So it's mostly like this energy. So I think that it could be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius that you might be thinking about within this. Note your comments below, but that's quite interesting. Let's take a look at what is your challenge or your, what is your challenge or opportunity at hand? Okay, what do we have? Weird is the new cool. So this is same. What this wants you to do is to really Scorpio, just boldly express yourself, okay? Even what's so beautiful is like even the scorpion, you know how before they even sting someone, they still do that little dance, right? They stay true to themselves and they boldly, be who they are. It's quite interesting. And so being a little weird, yeah, kind of doing a dance before you sting someone, really? Well, this is saying that is the new cool, okay? And that is just cool. Weird is the new cool. And this really wants you to truly embrace yourself and boldly express yourself, okay? And that, bringing out your unique self, there is nothing better than that. There is nothing better that you can give someone than your true authentic self, right? So that's what seems to boldly want to step out and come through for you, okay? So that is a potential challenge in the fact that maybe not boldly expressing yourself and keeping it in, going with the social norms and maybe what society feels to be acceptable, or taking this opportunity by the hand and saying, I'm going to be bold. I'm going to express exactly who I am and be who I am and embrace who I am. And to me, that's cool, right? And people, if you believe it, others turn around you almost to believe it, sometimes, okay? So, but, it doesn't really matter, because what matters is you are embracing your uniqueness of yourself and your weirdness. But that's what makes you really special. Okay, I'm just saying, okay? So, okay, let's see what else wants to come through over here for you. Weird is the new cool. Is there anything that wants to come out of this? So it looks like that, Scorpio, that you might want to bring a solid offer to someone that you're looking. It's a slow, but I think you might want to bring an offer to someone. Perhaps it's a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. Maybe you have that in your chart, but this is boldly going very, very slow to bring in something or to move forward very, very slowly with something that you really revere, okay? And that's what seems to want to come through, okay? So, very interesting. So, is there anything else that we need to know here? The King of Wands. Jeez, you've got the King of Wands. This is Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. So perhaps that you are taking on this energy of being the King of Wands, maybe creating fire under yourself and using your passion in a way that is going to get you to success, okay? So, yeah, I mean, that's really what I see here. How beautiful is that? Yeah, it's about really being your own entrepreneur, your own visionary. You might be taking this on, Scorpio, yourself, so this is quite interesting. Let's take a look at what it is that you need to focus on right now, okay? What you need to focus on is this, okay? A splendid torch. Okay, nice. Look at all this warmth, right? This is beautiful because what this talks about is blazing forward, right? Using your passion and blazing forward with confidence, right? Moving with the universe, right? And this is a 52 card, talks about 7, but this is about having faith in the future, moving forward as in a victor and lighting your own way, right? And lighting the way perhaps for others, okay? Maybe that special someone, right? So it's really kind of, it's really quite beautiful. So the splendid torch, what this means is kind of that Olympic lap, to me. It's like you blaze brightly forward when they do that Olympic lap around the track, and it's like you're blazing forward with what it is that you want. You're celebrating that. The interesting thing is right after that, we get judgment. Because you're blazing forward, this is your own unique force of resurrection, okay? So you're resurrecting something. It could be a relationship, it could be a situation, it could be a moving forward with passion to help resurrect something and bring a final call to this. So this is quite beautiful, very, very beautiful, right? Yeah, it's like they're to bring in this final word here. Something has to end. So something is coming to an end, Scorpio, here, in the final word there, right? And you're focusing on your emotions, and either this is you or you're interested in the Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces type energy. So this could be you, but also someone who might have those type of signs in their chart, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. But this is someone who really reveres their emotions and feels they're special, and is very balanced in their emotions as well, okay? And perhaps that's you now thinking that way, maybe more so than before, or perhaps someone that you're involved with, okay? But that's what I see here. It's about persevering too. So if you're on the track to maybe look, focused on balancing your emotions, this is saying continue to persevere. You're at the 9 of Wands. You've got one more wand to go, and it's all about perseverance and with that fire energy. One more wand to go to the happy ever after of what it is that you want. This is the 10 of Pentacles. This is gorgeous. This is like really feeling fruitful, wealthy at home, and that type of thing. But that's what I see here. So let's take a look at what it is that is suggested in the near future for you. What is happening in the near future? Okay. The thin veil, okay? So this is letting you know, and I think that you're experiencing this, Scorpios, are becoming more spiritually, elevated, that you're really understanding that there is a thin veil between the physical and the spiritual world here. So it's about sometimes letting things go so things can glow, so it can show up for you and shed the light on a situation for you. And so that's what I feel, that there is a thin veil there, right? And it's a 36 card, which brings it to a 9. Nines are about coming to fruition. Something is coming to fruition here, okay? So this is that there is a there is a special relationship that is on the other side of this veil. And this is why I say that I feel that you are maybe making a step towards more spiritual knowledge, elevation in terms of that. You're seeing how that's really helping you in your ordinary world. The ordinary world and the three-dimensional world is what I'm seeing here. Yeah, it's like, this is, this is about even moving into your potential, okay? This is also about moving into your potential, right? The awareness of the preciousness of life, and how you can move back and forth between the physical and the spiritual realm, and how it helps you in your own world. So this is quite interesting. So that is in the near future, but let me clarify this here. There is, I don't know if you're bringing a cup of love to someone. Now I get the Knight of Cups coming through. The Knight of Cups is Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, and I almost feel that you're bringing a cup of love to someone, okay? Someone that has a thin veil, that also sees this thin veil of the spiritual and the physical world here, okay? Let me see how I want to clarify that. King of Swords. So perhaps, perhaps someone is this could be a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, who is the King of Swords here, or maybe you're taking on that type of energy. But yeah, I get the King of Swords here right after that, which is quite interesting. Yeah, and then in between that, I get heartbreak, okay? So maybe there's been some sort of heartbreak with the Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius that has brought you heartbreak in the past, and this is making you feel sad, and you just want to go back to the childlike ways that you were actually, living, kind of working with them on. So let's just see what else is here. This is actually knowing that you need to follow your truth. The Hierophant steps in. This is about, the High Priestess, I should say, steps in when it's about the truth. Following her truth, your truth, whatever that looks like for you, okay? Move and giving up the fact of staying up all night and living in this, type of sadness and heartbreak. It's like putting an end to that. And it might have to deal with a Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. You might be dealing with someone that brings you heartache right now, or you're feeling that yourself. But that's what I'm seeing here. You want more equal balance of things, and you want to balance out the situation as it relates to an Empress, someone that you want to have a new birth with, a new beginning with, okay? That's what I'm seeing here, Scorpio, that's coming through. This is in your near future. What is it that you need to know? Well, first of all, what's the suggested approach? What's your suggested approach? For this you were born. Wow. So this is about stepping into your own and stepping up in really into your power. You were born to do this. You were born to really, with the intention of incarnating into different dimensions. This is about really fostering your intention for changing yourself, okay? And I think you're going through some sort of huge change. You want a transformation and you want to step out and be exactly who you are. And Scorpio, this is really beautiful. This is owning who you are. This is a 22, which brings it to a 4, and that brings a foundational stableness in this, okay? So this is quite beautiful. I think that maybe this Empress will make you feel a lot more stable and you feel more grounded emotionally, and you want to balance these emotions out with that. And Temperance is a major arcana card as well as the Empress, and you're really looking long term as to what that looks like, okay? Yeah, there is an opportunity, okay? So just know the universe is offering you an opportunity, whether or not you're going to take it or not, all right? And that seems to be coming through for you here, all right? So what is it that you need to know overall? Keep your eyes on the prize, okay? I want that, okay? Keep your eyes on the prize. That's what this is talking about. So do keep your eyes, your true north on what that is for you. If there's a relationship that you want, if you want to reconnect with someone, if you want to change, get rid of limiting beliefs or to change something that's already happening right now in your life, this is saying that you can do it. Focus on your true north, okay? That's what that is talking about here, and that is what it is that you need to know. You are in the driver's seat. What a beautiful clarification from this. I want this, I'm going to drive this there, okay? That's what I'm seeing here. So this is good. It could be a person, it could be a situation, could be a business venture of some sort. You're going to know what that is, okay? Let's take a look at this other person. Where are they currently at right now? Here's where they're at, okay? They are asking for support from their angels, and not just one angel, but 10,000 angels. And they are being asked, they are needing to really lean on their support system right now, their spiritual realm, their spiritual circle, okay? If you resonate with this could be you, but just to really lean on your supernatural support for yourself. This other person is really looking to do that because they're going to get a lot more light. And that's going to ground them a lot better and soothe their energies to keep them a little bit more balanced. And that's what seems to be coming through. So it's really about calling upon their support system. And what wants to come out to clarify this? Yeah, they need to lean on their support system because it looks like there's things that have been hidden and this person can't seem to find out what that is. It's hidden and they're really looking for some sort of answers. But they're also balancing and healing. Remember I talked about the chakras, like this is about rebalancing their energies. These represents the chakras, and also it's almost like the North Star is shining right on them. The sun is shining right on them, okay? This is healing. They're going through some sort of healing here as well. Now, what is their potential or their challenges right now? They get divine discernment, okay? So this is about this person taking time out for themselves right now, taking time to step back, because what they need to do is get the clarity. And all that purple is about the third eye and the crown chakra, and all that white is that white light and the divine that's coming in with messages, right? And to give them the glimmer and some sort of clarity within what they can't seem to find the answers on. And it's, again, leaning into support and stepping back so they could get the clarity and make sense and organize how they're feeling, and how they want to move forward. So that is their potential is to use discernment and to step back. Their challenge is that they might not be doing that, okay? So what is it that needing to, I'm just going to clarify that real quick. Yeah, this is to say that they got the strength to do it. So they might be dealing with a Gemini, Leo, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, okay? They might be dealing with that, or they're just focusing on letting them know that they do have the strength to have the quality of discernment that they need in terms of this decision, right? So they do have a lot of choices in life, and they're needing to step back to get better clarity, okay? Because they're getting a little confused, okay? So that's what I see here. So what is it that they need to, what is it they need to focus on right now in terms of this situation, okay? They need to build in breaks. They need to take a lot more breaks in terms of what it is they do. Just taking the rest, again, more so rest to get the enlightenment, right? That's what I see here. Crazy, but more enlightenment seems to come through when they get the rest that they need. Okay, so building in breaks throughout the day for them are going to be helpful, but also to note that if this is a relationship and there's a breakup right now, this is about building in breaks to get the clarity for both of you. Okay, so that's what's coming through. And it's a 6 card, it's a 15 card reducing to a 6. 6s are about growth, right? And 6s are also pregnant, which is a pregnant for a new beginning, right, of some sort. So that's what's happening here. But this just advises them to saunter slowly, move forward slowly, okay, and build in those breaks, because it's really, really going to help them. Yeah, when I clarify that, it brings in the sun. It brings them a lot of good vibration, right? And this is what you want to have around you all the time, right? Yeah, okay. All right, so let's take a look at what it is in the near future for this person, okay? What is this in the near future for this person? Reward. Wow. This is about this person now stepping into their own and celebrating their own magnificence, okay? Maybe they didn't feel that way before. Maybe they were, not stepping into their own power before. Maybe they were feeling as if that, things weren't really working out and not having the confidence, feeling not worthy. But this is now taking a change for the better. By stepping back and getting the clarity, leaning on their support system, their spiritual, supernatural support system. Try to say that fast 6 times. Okay, but this is basically saying that this person is now dancing in their own skin authentically and transparently, right? And they're really feeling beautiful. And again, of course, it comes right after the sun, right? So, but yeah, that is what's happening in the near future. There's some sort of reward, a reward for this relationship, a reward in this situation that they seem to be going through. There is a reward that is coming. So let's see what else wants to come through here. Yeah, this reward is going to bring them emotional fulfillment, okay? So it could be that there is some sort of person, that makes them feel emotionally fulfilled, or, whatever the situation is. Could be Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, could be you, okay? This could be you on this side too, but just saying, okay? It's cups, all right? Let's talk about what it is that this person needs to know, okay? What is it, okay? What they need to know is that they can be the bridge in this situation, that they can bridge the gap in this situation that might be full of silence, bridge the gap that might be full of confusion, and really break the ice and build the bridge, okay? So this is about you really expanding the consciousness and really remember how we talked about the thin veil, the veil is thin between both worlds. This is kind of the same thing. Be the bridge between the spiritual and be the bridge between the spiritual and the physical. This person might be a person that teaches or builds bridges and does that for others. And you might be doing this and wanting to do this yourself. So that's what I see here, which is quite beautiful. When I clarify that, yeah, building the bridges and getting rid of any sort of bondage that holds people back, any sort of toxic types of energies. It's about out with the devil, right? And in with the brand new world, because you're going through a completion. So this is about a successful completion. Building the bridge, yeah, it's knowing that there are there's the dark, but there's also the light, right? And it's really, and that's what kind of this talks about, the dark and the light, right? And getting rid of some of that, so you can actually achieve a successful completion in terms of this situation. So that's what seems to wants to come about. Yeah, it's putting an end to the 5 of Pentacles of being left out. No longer they're going to be left out. What they're doing is they're making themselves their center of their world, and because they're doing so, they can be better in a relationship or in any sort of situation. Okay, but they're coming to an end of a cycle completion here. This is beautiful. Okay, so what is the outcome for you and then the other person? Okay, beautiful. Here we go. I'll go rather quick on this because we're getting short of time. But for you, what we have here is Scorpio, there's no place like home. So whatever it is with this person, whatever in this situation, you're feeling at home with this person. You're really feeling at home with this person, and you just want to settle and nestle into their sweetness. Okay, that's what you want to do. So this is beautiful. What is this other person? What is the outcome for here? Dream redirection. So what they're doing is they are redreaming their situation, and that's okay. They're redreaming how the situation, what they thought it should look like, to now what it really does look like. And it's still a dream of theirs, so it probably still got them there, but not in the way that they had anticipated. Hence the redream. Right? So that's what I see coming through. So what is it that you want to say to this person, Scorpio? What would this other person like to say to you? So here it is. Here's what you want to say to this person. It is, ooh, okay, I'm going to pull for the other person out too. Okay, here it is, right here. Okay, so what you want to say to this person is, do you hate me? That's strong, okay? Now this might mean that you need to fess up to something, maybe you reacted, maybe you had done something that maybe you weren't so proud of, but this is confessing and being very honest and humble about this, and knowing that in fact, you may have upset someone. And then this right here, what this other person wants to say to you is that I do not need to see this exactly as you do. Oh, excuse me, let me back up here. I do not need to see this exactly as I do, but I do need you to hear where I'm coming from. I do not need you to see this exactly as I do, but I do need you to know where I'm coming from. Okay, so that's what this is talking about. It's not about agreement, but it is about understanding each other, and if this is about you're ready, this person's ready to admit that lately that you may have stopped them, that maybe lately that you have stopped at nothing to get to get the other person to see exactly the same way as you do. It's not about agreement here, but it's about listening to each other. It's about hearing and doing it with a loving heart and with compassion, okay? So maybe that's what needs to take place. So guys, I hope that this resonated with you in some way, shape, or form, and I look forward to seeing you in the next half of the month of September. Note your comments below, and until then, namaste.